Some drivers call this the pointing finger of death. And that's exactly what this track is known as. Welcome to Road Atlanta, the Round of Georgia. One of the craziest races of the entire season is right near the front of it. We are already a week down, and we are here. A couple of major news items. Chris Louviere qualified pretty well, however, had a very nasty qualifying wreck right in the turn 9 area, as you can see on the on the track map in the background. Very nasty crash, caught on fire. He was alright, but will be starting dead last. And Jacob Hart's going to get a 5 grid spot penalty for his antics at Homestead. Zebulon Stark is in the 78 Manervini today, which looks like will be a revolving door of a car. And a little bit of rain last night washed away some of the pavement, but nothing to be worried about. And we're here for what could possibly be the most attrition-filled race of the season. Let's get down to the race. And the field lines up here at Road Atlanta, 41 cars. And the lights are on, and they're off. Sean Galligan with a good start from pole. McCain got a dog of a start. Cyron got a pretty decent start. Myatt did not, but Fabrosis really didn't get a great start in the back. Let's see how they go up the hill. So far, so good. That's the cleanest start I've ever seen. Here's where they're going to have issues. Yeah, right there. There goes. Hart's around. Couple of cars in the back as they round up the hill. Looks like Durbin lost it into Baskinger. Tough for his home race, but that was Noah Hart, Tyler Thaber, Cross is in it. DJ Curtis, Zebulon Stark. Baskinger still has issues. Durbin's out, has issues. Cross again. So far, good start though by the field as they round, going down into Death Valley. One of the craziest parts of this track. Galligan, McCain, Siren, Myatt, and Shock. Shock's looking very aggressive on Myatt's bumper. Myatt's not going to like that much. Siren's all over the place. Myatt's going to get Siren for third. Very easy start for some of these guys a little further back. We don't have our typical Road Atlanta chaos. That was probably the cleanest start I've ever seen at Road Atlanta. Take another look, though, at the wrecks that did happen. Yeah, they were pretty orderly on the start until right about here when I think, yeah, it looks like Cavagnaro lost control, got into the 32, and then the 18 spun an avoidance. 32 and 88. And the 18, like I said, spun an avoidance further up the track. I don't know where Baskinger... Oh, I looked at the wrong car, that's why. Yeah, right here, it looks like Ike Durbin would get bounced off the track by... Oh, by Lamas. Durbin would try and get it back under control, but would slide up in front of the 4 car there, and then somehow Zebulon Stark would get into a wreck here with DJ Curtis. We'll take a look at that one quick. Yeah, it looks like Stark just lost it. And then the 7 just was there, and tough break for both of them. However, both of them would continue onward. Like I said, that was a very clean start for Road Atlanta's. Knowing Road Atlanta's history, they got away pretty easily. I think the most severe damage is going to go to, I think, Thaber in that one. Close racing here, however, in the back on starting lap 2. It looks like that's the 2 Oricoms, or one of the Oricoms battling with Jacob, or I'm sorry, that's Nick Mace. Oh, Tauger's going to lose it there. Oh, that's a nasty hit. Oh, the other Oricom and Jacob Hart get wrecked. So apparently the Fuel Brother cars don't like the 18 car there, or don't like the Oricoms, but oh, looks like big heavy damage to Nick Mace. Mace has got a big problem with that car. Another car went off down there, however, we're unsure of what happened over there. Further up the track, oh, problems for for our Cooper Siron from 3rd place. Has some issues, we'll take a look at that one. Yeah, it looks like Shock just started leaning on Siren. Siren was not looking he looked pretty competent in qualifying, however, in this race. He was very, very slow. One of the slower cars on track from running P4. and Siren would hit the wall on the way out, but he would fall at least down to 24th position. They said they were going to replace the numbers on the McLarens, however, didn't exactly get that done in time. However, we will see the new numbers for the round of Amaria. However, Cooper Siren will fall down the order a little bit further back. Oh, there's some contact! And that is Jordan Davis and Allie Nelson. Nelson actually was maybe going to fly out of the track there, but luckily I think she's able to get back on. This race is all about keeping your car going, and this is an attrition race, and it's about recovering from attrition. The pointing finger will avail for you. Heading on to lap 3, close battle here between, it looks like Pad Car, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte's going to turn into... Oh, Charlotte's going to get into the wall. Pad Car's going to slide up in front of the track. That could have been a lot worse there, but Pad Car's going to merge right in front of... Oh, man, that's a nasty hit there for Noah Hart. The FBR cars have had a horrible home race for them. All 3 of them have gotten into wrecks within the first 3 laps of the race. Charlotte's got some heavy front-end damage. Louvier went off the track further up the track. Take a look what happened to him. I think that might have been an avoidance. No, actually, Louvier would just lose control and come across Fitzwater's nose, and, well, you can kind of guess how that one turned out for Fitzy, or for Louvier and Fitzy. Fitzy was actually doing pretty well. He was up into 23rd position, avoiding attrition, which is kind of what he hasn't been good at when he was with Aussie Vineyards, and now that he's with the slower team, he's actually showing that he has some driving talent. Sanford now is making a move on Shock, who's fallen a long way down the order ever since the wreck with Sanford's teammate Siren. And Sanford is going to look like maybe clear that move. Lamas up to 5th. A little bit further up, there's 2 Oracoms on pit road. They're getting a tow back, or they got a tow back. Galligan continues to lead this race. Second position's McCain, and 3rd place, I believe, is Kenny Myatt, who is faster than everybody in front of him. No, he's not, actually. I take that back. He's faster than McCain right now, but not faster than Galligan. Galligan is pulling out all of them. But so far, it's been actually a pretty clean, despite the little wrecks, it's been actually a pretty clean start. Not a whole lot of cars fell out. But that could change as this race goes on. This is typically the most highest attrition race of the season, or one of them at least. Road Atlanta is one of the harder races on the drivers and cars. Sanford, however, is on a move here. He is looking at Lamas right now. A little bit further back, Alex Allen's gained a couple of spots. Saarinen doing pretty well. Silver Fox is doing well. Lester's doing awesome. Angels came from practically the back, I think 25th up to 13th. Big mover there, and Angels actually looking to set up, I believe that is Lester. Drag race down the straightaway, and yeah, that Porsche, not known for their power, but Porsche is looking pretty strong right there. Good to see what Porsche is doing. Well, Pad Car and Fitzwater's, I was praising Fitzwater earlier, but, oh man, Pad Car flipped there in the 56 car, and, well, that was not a very good outing for him. Fitzwater, I was just praising him for his racing ability. Actually, Jordan Davis looks like he got wrecked. We're going to have to see what happened to him. I'm sorry, Jordan Davis was having a mechanical problem, not wrecked. I apologize for that. Jordan Davis had a mechanical issue as we were going through the field. Actually, it looks like Washer lost a hood. Not sure where he got that, and it looks like Cody Lamas has some heavier damage, too, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to see what happened to him as well. He was battling with Sanford pretty hard, and he's going to fall out of the race. They're pulling that one into the garage. He's battling with the two Pure Michigans here, and it looks like Shock's going to turn him into Washer, who was a lap down, and, well, Lamas is going to fall out there, I think, by Kyle Shock's overexuberance. Yeah, that's going to be a hard break for him. Kyle Collins is actually in the points, and Len Perkley is on the outside looking in, so Collins could get points in a blue flare, and that will help definitely funding-wise for that team. That team probably needs title sponsorship pretty quickly. Sean Galligan's now coming up to lap the 32 of Cross. Galligan chops over on him. Oh no! Galligan from the lead is out and wrecked. And that's going to put McCain in the lead. Further back, that's going to put Myatt in second, but Sean Galligan from the lead wrecks. I believe we've seen this story before where Galligan with the lead wrecking out, or I've seen Catmax before to have that issue, but tough break for Sean Galligan. He's going to slot himself down in 9th position. And it actually looks like Silver Fox is looking to try and get by him there. Galligan, I wouldn't call him out of this one with this race. Oh boy, contact there between the Ferrari and Shock Jr. That is Saarinen and Shock. That's for 6th. Shock hasn't been exactly covering himself with a blaze of glory today. But, looks like Silver Fox, it did not get the position on Galligan, and Galligan's looking like he's trying to get back up there as quickly as possible. Charles Samper, I believe, has become the fastest car on track. He's gotten himself up to 4th and is looking on 3rd on, that would be Fabrosis in front of him. Maya's actually pretty slow right now, but we're going to see here as there goes Samper up the inside of Fabrosis, and oh boy, there he made some contact there coming out of the chicane, but looks like Fabrosis is going to hold the spot there over Samper. However, I'd be watching this battle. This actually looks pretty good, this battle does. Looks like here comes Samper back to the inside now, which turns into the outside pretty quickly here in the SS-Benz. Yeah, back to the inside now. Samper's looking like he wants that position badly. And this is getting aggressive. Samper is one of the quickest cars on track. Oh boy, this is where it gets really difficult. Oh, there was some contact there. Samper Fibrosis overshoots it, gets into Samper even more there. There's some big contact there. And I don't think Samper liked that too much. Samper's normally one of the most polite guys in the field, and looks like Samper's going up the inside now, trying to make a clean move there. However, oh man, this is great racing out of Road Atlanta. Here they go down Death Valley. Samper can't get it done there, but it looks like he's trying very, very hard. And this is what this is doing, is falling right into the hands of Jessica Shelton. Shelton really wants that position. Samper's going to maybe try and outbrake him here. Samper's got some hood damage after that wreck, but it looks like Samper's going to clear Fabrosis and take the spot away from the one car. Zebulon Stark has some issues, as does Ike Durbin. I wonder what happened to Durbin and Stark. Durbin has a mechanical problem. Washer's in for a tire problem, or blown tire. And we are looking to see what happened to Zebulon Stark. We'll see that in a sec. Actually, no, I take that back. Ike Durbin was in a wreck with Zebulon Stark. Stark's being slow. Cavagnaro didn't like that and put himself and Ike Durbin into the wall, and put Stark and Ike Durbin into the wall. I think that was kind of aggressive there. They were all battling for 26th position, or 25th position. And, yeah, you don't want to do that. On board with Kenny Myatt's helmet cam. Myatt was gratefully enough to let him have the helmet cam. One of the legends of this track. He is slower than McCain right now. However, Myatt is right now, I think, taking it very easily here. He's definitely saving his car up. This is one of those tracks where if you could save your stuff, it's one of the more aggressive tracks on the schedule, but if you could save your stuff, this track will reward you in benefits, and that's how Myatt's won these races before. And now it looks like Myatt's going to make a scheduled pit stop now as he dives onto pit road. Gotta watch out there for, oh boy. That is not good. He has, I don't know why, he's far over. The 83 is. And they had to stop practically for him because there's that pit road wall isn't very good. That's going to definitely hold up the 09 car, and that's going to give even a bigger lead to his teammate, Nathan McCain. James Shelley's been one of the biggest movers in the race. He started, I think, back at 37th position. Now he's up to 6th. James Shelley isn't the fastest car on track, but he's doing kind of a Myatt tactic and playing this race very, very smart. And I think we actually have a car that is damaged up ahead, or slow at least. I believe, yes, that is. Noah Hart is desperately off the pace after a wreck. But James Shelley is doing an awesome job here. 9 car is in. He should have a big lead, though. And right now, the car I'm wondering about is Jessica Shelton. Shelton might jump here the 9 car here because of that pit road thing. And we're going to see where the 9 is. They had to wait for the 83. might jump the 09. Sheldon might. Yeah, and the Myatt's a long way down the order, believe it or not, so Myatt's gonna definitely have to come from the back now. If he's gonna have a chance now, Myatt's gonna have to turn on the afterburner, and we've also seen that out of Myatt as well. He can turn on the afterburner here at Road Atlanta. In the 09 car, where are the other two? Sheldon, I believe I saw. Oh wow, he's behind Ted. Myatt lost a ton of time. I believe Vincent Allen was in, like, long way down the order. McCain's got a big lead over Shelton in second. Shock third. Silver Fox fourth. Fifth will be Shelley. Shelley gained a lot of spots on that pit cycle. Tedford sixth. Sanford seventh. Allen eighth. And Myatt ninth. However, I think Myatt is a lot quicker than some of these guys. Myatt is one of the fastest cars on track. He said, I believe, the fastest lap time of the race. I believe he was the only car that got into the 115s. No, actually, Scalligan did. Galligan's a bit quicker than the 09, but still in a kind of a situation like this, I wouldn't put it any further than Myatt. Myatt set a I think he set the fastest lap in qualifying overall. Obviously he didn't get the pole because I think he set it in Q2, but we're going to see what the 09 can do. Myatt's up to 8th now. Further up, we've got Tedford and Sanford. Tedford and Sanford are battling pretty hard. Sanford has been up and down this field so many times. It took them a while to repair some of the damage on that car, but he is back in this. Sanford's been one of the more persistent fighters in this race so far. Nathan McCain has a simply humongous lead right now over Jessica Shelton, as probably about half the length of Death Valley. McCain's got that big of a lead. However, I would not bank on McCain just yet. This track is quite wild. We've seen it in the past. Last year we really didn't, but who knows? Shelton is in a very unpredictable Ranmo, however. Shock's been bouncing off everything all day. Silver Fox is in fourth, always consistent. He started towards the back as well, up to fourth position. Shelley up to fifth. These two have been very perseverant in the opening laps. Oh, here comes Vernier out of the pits. Whoa, that was close with Shelley there. Sanford sixth. Tedford is getting absolutely manhandled by the 09, I believe. Although Tedford is holding up a bit of a battle, but I think he pretty much knows that Myatt's playing pretty much games right now. He's going to see how much time he can get back. More problems for Chris Louviere. He's in that final pit stall that you got to be really worried about because it does kind of stick out into pit lane. I kind of wish they'd just pull that car out, but the Ranmo has been having a lot of issues, that Ranmo has, and, well, like I said, it hasn't been fielding itself in too much glory today. Battle for fourth between Silver Fox and Shelley, the two perseverant drivers. They've got the left car cross in front of them. Looks like Silver Fox is diving underneath, but I'm watching James Shelley now. How will Shelley deal with it? Oh, Shelton lost it. Shelton's going to drop to at least... Oh, Shelton's got a problem. I was just mentioning how unreliable that car could be. I think she lost a tire. We'll go back and look, but if she lost a tire, we obviously won't show it, but Shelton's wisely getting out of the way. There's where Myatt's going to slide up onto the scene. Wow, Myatt is definitely closing in on some of these guys. There he is with Sanford. Yeah. Just yeah. And more problems for Louviere is going to mean that Shelton's going to be held up on pit road. Shelton took it a little hot into pit road and got held up by it. Had to practically stomp on the brakes to avoid. But yeah, that was a tire going down issue. Apparently the Ranmo chassis is a little bit harder on tires, but Nathan McCain leads the race. by a big margin over second place Kyle Shock Jr. Third place is actually going to go to Silver Fox, as it looks like Shelly's backed off a little bit. However, it actually looks like Silver Fox is being held up by Cross and doesn't seem to be, or Davis, and doesn't seem to be making a move, and now Shelly's going to set himself up for glory. Down in the chicane, that's a brave move by Shelly. And it's maybe not going to work, as Davis is going to hold him up. Davis won here last year, and he's making himself a very big nuisance back marker, as Silver Fox is going to jump on that and hold the spot. Ike Durbin's Road Atlanta luck would continue, or rather bad luck, as he would get into Jacob Hart, who's going 20 miles an hour slower than everybody else once again, and they would both fall out of the race. Tough break for both of them. The fastest car on track, predictably, is the Buckeye Bullet. Kenny Myatt, the king of this track, is faster than his teammate McCain leading. However, he's a long way down. McCain is, right now, on the S-bends. Myatt is just getting out of the front stretch now. He's going to have to hope for some luck, but I believe he can definitely catch Shelly and Silver Fox, and probably Shock for that matter. James Silver Fox, now that he's clear of James Shelly, is now actually closing in on the 98 car. Silver Fox, like I said, this is one of the more difficult road courses, and Shock, despite being a pinball all day, has, well, been pretty quick, though, around this track. Shock is one of the drivers that we are going to watch for the future. A lot of people have joked that it might be a Shock versus McCain battle soon, and it looks like Louviere's back on pit road, which, like I said, that isn't good for the majority of the field, because they're going to have to deal with him if they pit. Lots of issues for the Ranmo turbine. Lots and lots of issues. Anybody but the Ranmo should have been in that last pit stall. Because those Ranmos, you know, they may be quick, but they're going to be on pit road the majority of the race for them trying to fix them. Nathan McCain, however, other than, well, it looks like he just set his he just set the fastest lap of the race last time by. Coming to grips with the track, he's raced this one very much like his, like the driver that used to drive that 9 car, Myatt. Oh, looks like problems for Kyle Collins, but he's doing a very nice job. Something about the 9 car at this track is, well, pretty special to see here. Sorry about that. And Nathan McCain is doing quite well now. He's going out to get by Cooper Siron, who won the first race of the season, first-time winner. Could we see 2 first-time winners in a row? Who knows? But it looks like McCain is going to definitely try something bold here. I don't know if I'm McCain if I'd try that, and wisely he backs out, especially with Vernier going half the speed of, I don't know, I think a Tortoise Geo faster than him. I don't know if he wrecked or if the car just broke, but looks like that McLaren just gave up the ghost. Tough break for Nicolas Vernier. We'll make sure he didn't get in a wreck, but I think it just broke. I will say this, though. Cooper Siron is being a bit of an annoyance to McCain right now. Yes, that was only a mechanical problem for Vernier. He didn't wreck into anything, but looks like Nathan McCain is maybe going to try once again another brave move through the S's. I don't know if I'd want to do that. However, it looks like finally Siron's going to give up the ghost there and let McCain go. McCain is a little bit wild through the S's, but McCain is looking rather strong. Let's compare his line to the 09 car, who is about a second quicker than him right now. But we're looking, Myatt's a lot more composed through the S's than McCain was. And you're going to see what that pays off for Myatt. More issues for Chris Louviere. Yeah. Louviere's been on pit road so many times, as is Vernier for that matter, but they're actually pulling him up a little bit. ARCSOA's telling him to move up a little bit, and that's what they want to do. Get him up as far as they can. Now he's going to have a tough time getting out from Vernier's position, but yeah, you kind of need to do that. There's Sean Galligan trying to lap the 86 car. Having some issues doing that, our pole sitter. He's one of the faster cars on track. I'm sorry, I did not say Nathan McCain. I did say Nathan McCain was had the fastest lap. Galligan still does. So nice to see Sean Galligan still has the fastest lap. However, now that you're seeing Galligan here, and Galligan has gotten by Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is coming out of nowhere. Galligan lost a ton of time, and into the wall goes Galligan and Davis. And that's going to put Galligan out of the race. Yeah, that's going to put Galligan out of the race. That's one of the issues here. This track is very difficult to handle lap cars around. And, well, we just saw it with Jordan Davis. And he even won here last year. So Davis knows how to get around this track. And, well, that's just an issue for Jordan Davis. Yeah, Chris Louvier is now causing issues exiting the pit road as he comes up right into Matt Duncan and the 8 car. Or, I'm sorry, that's Tedford in the 8 car. Duncan was a little bit further back. And actually holds up Fabrosis there as well. Fabrosis was running in 12th position, and actually Vincent Allen's going to lose a few spots there as well. Myatt would actually come on pit road, and they move Jordan Davis up once again. I'm sorry, that isn't Jordan Davis, that's Vernier. That's why it was so easy for him to get into the pits. McCain is in as well, so McCain's getting service done pretty quickly, I believe. Yeah, there he goes. Pulls right out of his pits. No real challenge from anybody there. I believe everybody else, though, other than the 2 Discover Ohio, stayed out that were up there. We're going to take a look at the 91 car. Yeah, 91 is actually catching Shock Jr., who I believe is the leader at this stage. Oh, boy. Louvier is going to be having an issue. That car looks very, very battered. And he's in the middle of the track, too. Luckily, there's no one really coming. Cross might, but that car's just coasting now. And what that's going to do is that's going to hold up a lot of people on pit road, that car will. But hopefully they get that car back in, or at least out, I'll say that. I don't think he'll make it up the hill on Death Valley. I think he will pretty much park it. Chris Louvier, I don't know what to say anymore. Louvier's been a problem. Louvier's been a big problem. Here comes Shock out of the pits, leading Silver Fox and Shelley. McCain is a long way up the track. But, yes, Louvier's on pit road now. And sticking out quite badly on the pit road. Hopefully they can get that car in safely. And hopefully they'll pull it out. Hopefully they'll pull it out. Sean Angel's doing a nice job in 13th position. He's been through a couple of atrocities, but, has recovered from them well, and he's in the points. A couple more cars I want to look at. Is any of the blue flares still running? No, Collins isn't, and I think the 81 fell out a long time ago. Actually, no, the 81 is in 15th position. Nick Pericles. I think this is going to be a nice building experience for the 41 and the 81. Being a bit slower cars, they were a bit of a danger last year, and in this race, or at Homestead, they were a bit of a danger as well, but in this race, Pericles is actually not doing that bad. I mean, really good. Actually, look at this. Shelley leapfrogged over pit cycles on Shock Jr. and Silver Fox. Impressive by James Shelley. So, Shelley's going to be in 2nd place. Long way behind Nathan McCain, however. As they're getting by Zebulon Stark. Zeb is having a very good run for being a one-off driver. He's still in 23rd position, and like I said, has gone through a lot of adversity. But I'm glad to see Zebulon Stark in a ride. It's unsure if he'll be back at Amaria, but we shall see. It looks like, this 98 car is diving out there. This is going to be a battle for 3rd between the 98 and the 91 car. And the 78's, of course, there. 78's doing a good job staying out of the way, however, in that situation. Shelley jumps up to 2nd position. Something happened to one of the Durban Sport cars. That is Croft. Kenny Myatt has actually slowed his speed down a little bit. I think he doesn't think he's going to get this win unless some really crazy stuff happens. but he is going to, I think, come out of this with the part-timers points lead. Oh, here comes Sanford diving up from a long way back to take 5th away, or at least attempt to. Myatt's being held up by Tedford. Been held up for a while. Myatt and Sanford, they're battling alongside of each other. I think Myatt's trying to tell Sanford, get out of the right lane. I want to pass the 96, and, well, doesn't look like Sanford gave him a whole lot of room there. Sanford's been driving a lot more aggressive than he's used to. And Myatt's desperately being held up by the 96 car. I don't think he's very happy with the 96, I'll say that. And the 96 isn't happy with him, obviously, because he forces the 09 off the road, so... yeah, I don't know about that. Myatt's not going to like that, knowing Myatt. James Shelley in 2nd position is actually closing in on the 9. First car to really do that, and he's actually setting. He just set the fastest lap of the race, and is quite honestly almost a second faster than the 9 car. Shelley's looking for that first win. At this rate, I believe he needs 8 laps if he can keep this pace up, and if, well, the 9's that's it. If the 9 still keeps his pace up, and the 9's no slouch either on pace. 9 or 8 or 10 laps, 8 to 10, 8 to 12 laps. And at this rate, Shelley's got that. Shelley's got that time, and I think Shelley's hungry for his first win in ARCSOA Elite Series. He nearly won the championship last year without a win. And, well, this could be the day. One of the tracks that has bitten Shelley before, actually practically everywhere has bitten Shelley before, could be the track that he finally gets it at. Who knows? Myatt's now trying the 3 car again because Stark is holding him up, and Sanford's getting really annoyed with Stark, as you can, or I think that is Stark, yes. Zebulu Stark was just trying to stay out of the way, and Sanford, I've never seen Sanford been like this. Sanford looks like he's an angry driver out there. And Myatt and Sanford have been battling quite fierce this whole race. They're coming up to lap Nick Pericles, who I believe is in, like, 14th position. So these races of attrition could be where, well, the blue flares get points, and you might see those blue flares improve here, but it looks like Myatt's very annoyed with Pericles. And, whoa, boy, Myatt gets very annoyed with Pericles. He turns him. Oh, Myatt was not very happy with the 81 there, and it cost him. Myatt's got a tire down. Myatt just threw away 5th position, or Sanford's going to get 6th. Man, that was kind of very aggressive by Myatt. Myatt didn't give Pericles any chance there. Nick Pericles, he's just minding his own business, pretty much. In 14th position, doing very, very well. Comes up the hill. And he's getting out of the way, but Myatt just doesn't like that. He's mad about Pericles for something, and just dumps him. I don't know what Myatt was thinking there, but, well, Myatt did lose the Indy 250 to Pericles last season. Maybe that had something to do with it, I don't know, but uncalled for driving by a 3-time champion. I would have expected him to hold his own a little bit better there. Meanwhile, James Shelley is being held up by Noah Hart, who has had a rather disastrous home race, if I do say so myself. He is in 19th, though, so he does have a couple of points coming his way at this rate. However, he is holding up James Shelley badly, and Shelley's been doing consistent 115s up until now. He actually got stuck doing a 119 there, while McCain's doing consistent. So pretty much all that time he gained, he lost there. Shelley's definitely got to turn up the boost now. He's got to get out there quick. Despite wrecking himself, Myatt only fell down to 7th. The next car he's battling is a long way up the track, however. Actually, not 7th, I take that back. He is going to be a little bit further down the order. He's going to be like 11th, I believe. Yeah, he's going to be 11th. At this rate, I believe. Yes, he will. But we're right now looking at Nathan McCain's going to lap his teammate, it looks like. And I wonder if Myatt's going to play that easily with his teammate, who is looking like Myatt right now, to be honest with you. He's actually up to 10th, Myatt is. McCain has been driving a very Myatt-like race, and Myatt doesn't seem to be backing down for his teammate. Not one bit. Kind of surprised by that. But, yeah, he just let him go right there. I don't think he really knew he was alongside. But the 9 cat passes the 09. Very, very courteous driving there. I bet Myatt's really looking forward to seeing maybe Nathan McCain win this race. Myatt has been McCain's mentor along this time, and pretty much I think he's rooting for McCain right now. These two have been battling for a while, Shock Jr. and Silver Fox. They were bump drafting down the short chute there between the S's and the Twins. However, looks like Silver Fox lost a bit of speed there. This is for the final podium spot, so there is something to grab for this. But in all intents and purposes, Silver Fox has been quicker than the 98. They're coming up to lap Angel, who's in 12th. And Angel is going to be playing somewhat nice. No, maybe not. Thought he was, but actually now Angel's going to hold up the 98 a bit. And the 98 flipped him off for it. Kyle Shock Jr. is one of the more feisty drivers, I think, on the track right now. He sure races that way, but looks like Silver Fox is having an issue with the 5 car. Silver Fox has been thinking every race he'll get wrecked on the first lap. However, Silver Fox is doing quite well this season. I believe if he keeps this position, he will definitely lead with the points lead. And that's going to be impressive. But here comes Shock Jr. now racing with Silver Fox. Silver Fox is pulling alongside of him. And Silver Fox has that BMW power down the straightaway. However, I think Shock's going to hold the spot there because Shock's going to get the inside for the next 2 corners unless Silver Fox gets a good run off. And once again, he doesn't. However, he's a lot closer this time. Might get a bit of a draft here. Down Death Valley. Back in the day, it was called Death Valley for a lot of the rather scary wrecks we saw down there. Luckily, we haven't seen one there in a while. Silver Fox is trying to set up Shock. They're making contact. Oh boy, that's not good! Shock and Silver Fox just wrecked each other. And that's not gonna be good. Shock's way off the track and Silver Fox is flipping him off. Shock was flipping off Silver Fox, so they both blame each other for that one. Silver Fox, I think, put it in a hole that wasn't there, but I think Shock kind of closed that hole. So I kind of put equal blame on both of them for that. They're going to both hold their positions, however, as Sanford's quite a ways back. Both have lap cars to deal with, however. Right now, it looks like the 14 is now about a second faster than the 9 car. However, Shelley's going to have to lap the 09, who I'm guessing is probably going to be the moving Great Wall of China to try, or the Great Wall of Myatt, to be honest with you. I don't exactly think Myatt's going to play too nice with Shelley, because I think Myatt wants to see McCain win this. Well, maybe not. Myatt. Oh boy, Tedford might be an issue though. Oh boy, Myatt is definitely not happy with some people, and well, I think Myatt actually is going to let Shelley get the spot and pretty much moved Tedford out of the way for that. Yeah, that was actually, I think, kind of showing, well, Tedford wasn't exactly, Myatt got held up by Tedford earlier, I believe, so I think that was a bit of payback there, but Myatt, I don't think, yeah, we're hearing over radio that Myatt pretty much moved Tedford out of the way for not giving room to Shelley, so that was nice by Myatt to do. Right now, it looks like Cavagnaro in the 20 is getting held up by the 23, and the 91's going to blast by both of them. I think Shock has pitted, believe it or not. No, Shock's just slow. Sanford up to 4th position, and it looks like Cavagnaro. Will this be an issue in down in the chicane? Not really. They've been actually a lot more behaved down in that chicane this year. Looks like the 26 car's doing or 28 car's doing a nice job. However, it looks like Sanford's going to have to deal with Sean Angel. And, well, Angel does give up the position. James Shelley would pit. Nathan McCain stays out an extra lap. Shelley is on pit road, unless they both pitted. They might have both pitted. Oh, Angel got wrecked. Wonder what happened to Sean Angel there. And will it be an issue for Shelley to get by? We'll see what Shelley's gonna do. Yeah, both Shelley and McCain pitted. Good. Angel's out of the way, but let's see what happened to Sean Angel. Well, you can kind of see what maybe happened here. Charles Sanford, a very aggressive run. Man. I feel bad for Sanford. That was all on Angel there. Angel might be getting a penalty for Amaria for that. But, yeah, if I were Sean Angel, I wouldn't be talking to Charles Sanford, especially the way Sanford's been lately. Sanford's normally one of the calmest drivers in the field, but that was not a very good situation there for Charles Sanford. Nathan McCain pitted, however, or just pitted. And Shelley is actually closing massively now on the 9. With 10 laps to go, Shelley is looking very strong. The only other car that is in the lead right now stayed out, I believe. Actually, problems for... Oh, that's Angel again. Silver Fox stayed out. He's going to have to pit, obviously, but... Shelley is there. McCain is there. That's still a long way to come back if I'm Shelley, but... He's going to need some help, but McCain's going to have some lap traffic to deal with. Nathan McCain, wreck in front of him. That's Allen going around. It looks like somebody came out of the pits a little bit aggressively there. Bit of a scare for poor Nathan McCain. Shelley's coming over the hill. Will it be an issue? No, it doesn't look it. We'll take a look and see what happened. Yeah, Vincent Allen just was coming out of the pits and merged into, I believe that's the blue flare of Pericles, and went around with the 8. McCain now has to deal with some lapped traffic. Well, he got by DeLeese pretty cleanly, but he's going to have to get by Washer now in the Pure Michigan car without a hood. A lot of traffic for him. Where's the 14 looking? 14 is coming up to Angel, or Vincent Allen, I believe. And, well, Allen's not giving him a whole lot of room. And Shelley's just looking determined. I gotta be honest, Shelley's looking really determined. And McCain is nearly, I think, 2 seconds slower than Shelley. Granted, he did get held up there, but they all pitted. All those lap cars that held him up. And now Shelley's only got to get by Lester and DeLeese. However, they're going to be battling each other. Lester's in the points. DeLeese is a lap behind Lester. And Shelley's a lap in front of both of them. A lap in front of Lester, that is. Zeb Stark is desperately holding up the 9 car. The 9's not hitting lap traffic just right. There he did, however. Tedford's the next one who's been a moving roadblock. The 14 is getting hit by the 23, however, the 14 gets by, I think, a little cleaner. The 9 did a 1:16.1 that time by, and Shelley did a 1:16.9, so Shelley lost time there. He's going to have to hope for an issue on McCain. Charlie Fabros has had a very quiet run in 4th position now that Shock Jr. fell back a bit. He is having an issue getting by his teammate Myatt, though, lapping him. Myatt is in 11th, and trying to catch Cavagnaro in 10th. And Fabros is having a lot of issues with Myatt. However, I don't think Fabros is going to catch anybody solely based on no one's around him, so I think that's why Myatt's not giving up, and the fact that I think Myatt's actually a bit quicker. No, he isn't. Never mind. That's going to be an interesting team meeting after the race. Nathan McCain is absolutely romping now. He's got clear track in front of him. Shelley doesn't. That's an issue for Shelley. They're running virtually equal lap times, but that's not good enough. Shelley's got to be about a second quicker a lap right now, and he's not doing that. Shelley is getting by some of the lap traffic, and we're looking at, they're running identical time. Shelley was a little bit quicker that last lap, but it's not nearly enough. It really is. He's going to need McCain to make a mistake. McCain's going to have Nelson to deal with. And Nelson's actually running similar times, but McCain went pretty quick that time. And Shelley didn't. Shelley lost 2 seconds there, so I don't think Shelley's going to be getting his first win today. McCain's pretty much got a romp now. Just do consistent laps and he's got it. 2 laps to go for Nathan McCain, and Mel McCain is relatively consistent, where Shelley is in heavy lap traffic and is 8 seconds back. McCain's got nothing in front of him. McCain's got this. If he could do 1.5 laps more, he's got this win. Good for McCain. He's gone his way to his first win. Excellent showing. He's been absolutely dominant today. However, we missed it, but Silver Fox went from 3rd place to Rex with Tedford. Heavy front end damage there. And Silver Fox is going to fall short there. Going to fall short. It's going to bump Fabrosis onto the podium. However, all eyes are on Nathan McCain. He's on the final lap. No competition around him. Shelley tried everything he could do. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Or it won't be enough at this rate. Unless if McCain's car breaks. Unless if McCain breaks, the 9's going to win it. Tough break for Shelley, but McCain's going to come through the final Death Valley. Through the final chicane now for the final time. Last turn to go, and Nathan McCain is going to win this race. His first ever ARCSOA Elite Series race. We waited a while for it. Nathan McCain wins. Looks like another second position to James Shelley. Better than what he did at Homestead, I'll say that. Gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that first win. 3rd position is going to actually go to Charlie Fabrosis. Let's go to your finishing results.